Well, while I wait, I might as well tell you a little story that has been happening to me. I have been without hot water in my house for 3 weeks. Um, so I've been showering with cold water for 3 weeks now. About to be a full month. Well, that's pretty cool. My water stopped at like a Sunday, and I was like, well, I can't call my landlord now because, you know, it's a Sunday, and they're probably not going to answer me or even tell someone to come here. Monday comes around, and I'm like, okay, seems like a prime time to call my landlord. So I'm just gonna call them and tell about the problem. Sounds fair enough, right? So, my landlord is basically like 3 people. It's like a couple and a kid. A kid, I mean, like he's on his 30s, probably, I think. And the younger landlord is usually the one who takes care of things because he actually lives in the building. And he's not the most useful person. He's like really, I don't wanna throw insults around. He's a bit of a dum-dum, you know. Like, he's not very responsible, is what I mean. And so he comes around on Monday, thinking he can solve the issue. And so the water heater is behind a fake wall. And so he takes the fake wall out and he scrapes the wall while doing it. So like a bunch of paint falls on the ground that I had just cleaned, by the way. And then he's like, oh, I'm gonna need to like clean the little area it has beneath it of water. I'm gonna need to clean that. So can you give me a glass? And I'm like, okay, I guess. I give him a glass. And well, everything's on the ground. Not surprising. And then he's like, oh god, it's leaking a lot. I'm gonna use your pan. I'm like, okay, I can't really say no. It's flooding my apartment. And so he uses the pan I just cleaned, by the way. So I had also just cleaned the dishes. So he just tells me, oh, have you tried plugging it in and off again? No, sorry, off and on again. Turning it off and on again. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit slow today. And I was like, no, not really. So he turns it on and off and on. And he tells me, like, okay, so in an hour, tell me if something happened. And of course it didn't. So I'm like, bruh. 1 hour later, I call him, yeah, this is still not working, by the way. Of course, because you didn't do anything to fix it, right? And then he's like, okay, well, we're gonna have to call an electrician. And then, like, he stops talking to me for some reason. Like, he stops replying to my calls. So then I call the couple. Okay? So now we're talking about the couple landlord. Mostly the wife, I suppose. She's usually very nice, but she has her moments, I'm gonna be honest. And she goes like, oh, I really want to call the electrician, but, you know, his wife's in a coma, so I really can't call him now. And I'm like, oh, frick, that's just my luck. And so, okay, but I need hot water, please. And she's like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna try to find someone. And then she doesn't talk to me for the rest of the day. So the next day, I call her, and she doesn't pick it up. So I call her like 6 times that day. She doesn't pick it up. Next day, I call her 6 more times. She doesn't pick it up again. And the next day, I call her 6 more times again. And I'm like, it's lunchtime. And it's Thursday at this point, but it's like a day off on Friday. Yeah, so I'm gonna have the whole extended weekend without hot water if I don't fix it soon. And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna solve this by myself, and I'm gonna take out the money from the rent. You know, I'm not gonna pay the full rent because that's the money that I put into fixing their house, basically. So, yeah. So then, I call like a service of, you know, electronic repairing stuff. I call them, and it's like AI, of course, because everything's AI now, and I'm like, okay, I'm 15 minutes in talking to an AI, I'm like, please, let me talk to a human being. And they're like, I'm connecting you to a human right now, or something of the sort. And I'm like, okay, finally. And then I start talking to a lady, and she's like, oh, yeah, sure, we can help you out. And first of all, she can't even like find my house because I'm giving her the address, and apparently my street has changed names recently, so it's really confusing to try to like give directions to it. But yeah, anyways, I end up telling her, and she's like, oh, this is Thursday, by the way. This is Thursday. No, wait, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, this is Thursday. And she's like, oh, we can go there on next Tuesday. And I'm like, I just want to take a hot shower, please. And as if that's not enough, I'm like, okay, the first 3 days, right? I have a really cool neighbor, and I really like her, and she's like really cool. And I'm like, oh, if you don't mind, can I take a shower at your house, like just for today, because they're supposed to fix my water? And she's like, okay. But then the next day I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, they still haven't fixed it. The third day I'm asking my neighbor, this is a little side tangent which is really relevant. I'm like, oh, can I go there, have a shower? And she's really like audibly upset, let's say, but you know, she's really nice, so I don't think she would say no, but I wouldn't know why she was upset, but I could like tell something was off, you know? So when I get there, there's a guy on her house, and she was probably on a date, and I'm now interrupting the date to take a shower because I don't have working hot water. Ow, my voice. So yeah, that sucks. And I'm like, oh, I'm so freaking sorry. By the way, I've never taken such quick baths in my life than on those days. I took like a minute-long bath. I just like went in, water, soap, water out. So yeah. After that, I was like, yeah, okay, I'm not ever again asking her because I feel so bad for her. But you know, I mean, I really thank her so much because she still let me somehow. Then, you know, Thursday comes around, Tuesday comes around. I always get my days mixed up. And the guys go there to fix my hot water. And so, first they call me, and first it's like, I'm like, okay, when are they gonna come? Sure, it's this day, but can I have specific hours? And they're like, oh, don't worry, they'll call you. They'll call you 1 hour before they go there. And I'm like, what? Who does that? I'm sorry. And mind you, by the way, this is like one of the biggest tech companies in my country, and they're just like, yeah, they're gonna call you, don't worry about it. Like, I'm sorry, I cannot plan my day because I'm gonna have to stay at home waiting for them to be there. Anyways, oh yeah, that's it. So they called me an hour before. I'm like, okay, finally, I'm gonna have hot water, right? They go there. By the way, spoiler alert, we are 3 weeks in. This was the first week, okay? So at this point, by the way, the first 3 days I took it in my neighbor, the showers, but I've been taking cold water showers since, okay? But anyways, the guys come along, and there I am thinking in my in my naivete, I suppose. Oh, they're gonna fix my water. And first of all, I guess my face doesn't really fit with my voice, you know? Because when people see me in person, they seem to have a different reaction. But these guys, there were like 2 guys that came along. and they looked at me and they were like, "Oh, it's you who called us? I mean, are we fixing a child's house?" And so yeah, it really did not feel like they were taking me very respectfully. No, it's not that I'm a little guy. They were smaller than me. It's just that I appear young, I suppose. But I mean, one of them is smaller. I don't know the other one. Anyways, they were like, "Okay, let's see what's up." And they enter my house, shoes on, of course. I'm not going to tell them to take them off because I guess they're doing their job. But, you know, it kind of bugs me. But whatever. It's the least of my concerns if I can get hot water. And so yeah, I'm just, you know, I tell them where it is. I go with them to the spot, and I'm like, "All right, so let's start fixing the thing, please." So they, as I said, the water heater is behind a fake wall. Okay, like you just like take the whole fake wall out, basically, if you want to do something on the heater. So yeah, they have to go behind the wall. So they like start tearing the thing apart, right? At least this time they didn't ask for my clean pans and such. But they just start tearing the thing apart, and they're like, "Okay, well, the problem is that the resistors, the thing that heats up the box basically, is not working properly." And I was like, hoping they could fix it, you know? I mean, they went there knowing what the problem is, but they were like, "All right, we're gonna go now, and we're gonna, you know, tell people about your problem, and they're gonna come back. They're gonna come back. Wink, wink. They're gonna come back to fix your thing, you know." So yeah, they leave, and I'm just like waiting for a response till the end of the day. And they don't tell me anything. So next day, I call the same guys that came to my house, right? And I'm like, "Oh, so I didn't receive any kind of message. When can I expect something? Or, you know, I just want to take a hot shower, please." And they were like, "Well, you know, we filed the thing yesterday, like at night. So now they got to process it and find someone to go there and find the repairing tools and whatnot. So yeah, they should contact you in about like 3 days or something. Meanwhile, it's another weekend. Adult film plumbers. Why did they? I peek at chat and I just read adult film plumbers. God, no. Oh. One of them was like super arrogant and the other one just looked like really malnourished. So not the, you know. Anyways, where was I? Oh, right. They're gonna call me, right? And since then, I have not yet received anything from them. I'm like waiting still. It's been a full week of like radio silence, and now I'm entering another weekend with cold water. I'm so tired of this. I can't wash my hair properly. In the meantime, also, my laundry machine stopped working. Because why the frick not? You know? Anyways, we keep on living, somehow. Against my will. But yeah, where's my sand? Oh, sand, here it is. Let's make some freaking grout. I'll make some grout, because I'm tired of these adult film plumbers. You guys are crazy.